So you would like to know how to correct mistakes when using the paper-backed method for mosaics? Well, you're in the right place. I'm Helen Miles and I'm here to teach you all the tips and tricks you need to make mosaics. This video is going to explain how to correct mistakes when you're using the paper-backed method. So one of the wonderful things about the paper-backed method is that you can easily make changes. And you don't have to make them immediately. You may find as you're working over time, over days, even weeks, that you suddenly realise there's something you want to change and you can go back to it and make that change, no problem at all. So unlike other methods where you really have to sort out a problem when it occurs, the really great thing about the paper-backed method is you can change bits of the mosaic at any time during the creative process. The reason you can make changes so easily is that when you're making a mosaic on paper, you're making it in reverse using water-soluble glue. And this glue is just a flour and water paste that comes, quite thick. But although it's a very simple glue, it's extremely strong. So I can pick up this mosaic and give it a good shake and the pieces won't come off. I've made a separate video about how to make the glue, which I'll link in the description. So if you are making a mosaic using this method and you want to remove or change any of the pieces after you've placed them, all you need is one of these sponge cloths that you get in the cleaning section of the supermarket, the thin sponges. And you cut it down to size according to the area that you want to remove. So I want to remove just these 4 pieces around the eye. So this is a little bit too big. I'm just going to cut it smaller. Doesn't have to be exact, but around that size will do. So then I dampen the sponge, not wet, but just so it's damp, so it holds the water, and place it under the place where I want to remove the tesserae. And then I press the pieces, which I want to remove, down into the sponge so that the moisture comes through from underneath and dampens the paper and loosens the glue. So just leave it for a few minutes and maybe tap it down every now and again to make sure there's lots of contact between the sponge and the paper. And then the pieces will easily lift off. And there you go. So obviously you've got a little damp patch there, and you can just leave that to dry before reapplying the tesserae in a normal way. Or you can just get a hairdryer and give it a quick blast and that will dry very quickly, so you can lay the towels again immediately. So that's it, short and sweet, super easy and super effective. How to correct mosaic mistakes using the paper-backed method. If you like this video and you'd like to see more, then please subscribe below.